In other news, the Reserve Bank of India is now looking at increasing the country's gold reserves from about 7%, which is where it is currently, to 10% of its total reserves. So the central bank here is examining ways of hiking gold reserves. Further discussions on this would be taking place by the RBI board meeting that is to happen several weeks later, dated 23rd of October here. But what does this mean? Why is the RBI thinking about increasing India's gold reserves? Is it curious timing? Is it required right now? The impact of which, what could this entail? All of that right now is being explained by my colleague Avni Raja, helping us understand on why the RBI is looking at this right now. Avni, please go ahead.
Well, that's right, Sahir. So essentially, this is quite an important decision that the RBI is mulling right now, whether or not to increase the amount of gold reserves that we as a country have from 7% of their total reserves at this point in time to 10% is what is being mulled right now. So just to explain a little bit here, now central banks across the world, they hold reserve currencies. So US dollar as well as gold. These are the two safe haven investments as they're called, or they're the safest ways to hold reserves that countries usually opt for. And these kind of reserves, whether it's a US dollar or it's gold, it helps protect our own country and our own currency from any kind of external shocks to the financial markets and the financial system. Now, this is also one step towards diversifying the country's reserves. So that is why this balance between the foreign exchange reserves in terms of the US dollar or US bonds and gold is constantly being done by India and other countries as well. Now, at this point in time, what's been happening is the US has been printing a lot more money. So there is more US dollars that are in circulation. This is the US's response to the pandemic and to, try and boost their own economy. They have been printing more money and putting more money in the hands of the people of US. Now, when that happens, the US dollar does not appreciate or does not increase in value. In fact, on the contrary, it falls in value against some of the other major currencies in the world. And when that happens, the value of gold increases. So what India is doing right now is thinking about increasing the amount of gold reserves, because given the overall scenario at this point in time, the chances of the US dollar sort of appreciating in value is very less going forward. So when the US dollar value falls, the price of gold increases. So that's really the background as far as the gold reserves decision is concerned. And of course, this is also a good, what experts suggest is that it's good to diversify as far as India is concerned in their foreign exchange basket, Seher.
All right, so that's the thinking behind why this decision has been taken and how it's going to positively, of course, help India in the long run. Avni, thank you for getting us those inputs.